everyone, and welcome back. Oh god. Oh, well, that wasn't very nice of you. I'm gonna go do my intro over here. Thank you. Oh god. Are you chasing me? I didn't do nothing to you though. Can we tame one? Can I ride a rhino? In short, I cannot ride a rhino. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft. It has been quite a while since I last recorded a solo series. I mean, about 2 weeks ago, unfortunately, Father Son Survival had to end because Lucas's tablet decided it was no longer going to update Minecraft, and I just. It was kind of getting out of hand. I think he's a little too young to be playing Minecraft, or at least putting out videos. Um, I had to cut out a lot. There was one episode where you guys didn't see, and I had to cut out a lot. Just because it was like talking to a wall, which comes with the territory with a 4-year-old. But yeah. So you guys are probably wondering what we're playing. This is a mod pack I made. I've been making updates to it pretty regularly. It's called Farmer's Respite. As of right now, it doesn't really have a purpose. It's got all the farming mods you can imagine, a lot of the Let's Do mods, and a bunch of Farmers Delight expansions. So yeah, on top of that, it's also got some dungeons. We've got Apotheosis in this, as you can see from that tower over there. But we've also got a bunch of ambience stuff, like Alex's mobs, which, as you could see on our way up here, was how we got attacked by a rhino within the first 5 seconds of the video. But this is going to be a rather chill series. There are dungeons and stuff to go raid during this, so we will be going to do that. There's also better combat in this, as well as a couple other mods that just add a little more to do than just farming, because that can get kind of boring if that's the only thing you have to do. Now this is in 1.21.1 or 1.20.1. Because okay, don't get mad at me for this. I have not played I've not played 1.20.1 at all. I mean, I say at all. Uh, but I never got to the point where I got to experience any of the stuff in 1.21. So 1.20.1 and forward, I haven't played any of those. So we are going to be experiencing that for the first time. And I know it sucks. I have really been slacking on keeping up with the Minecraft updates. One thing that I am going to be adding to this pack pretty soon, I believe, is going to be uh, the Happy Ghast. Not 100% sure on that. I'll keep it up, kind of decide later on, but I've been debating on it. Let's see. Other mods to keep kind of in mind that is also in this. We have. Oh, I did. I ran into a grizzly bear and two cubs. Am I being chased? No, it does not look like it. One thing that we do have in this, also, obviously, we have HT's tree chopping mod, which makes it easier because we have cork in this, and those cork trees are really pretty, but they're also really hard to cut down. Even worse than the regular Minecraft big trees. But we will be, yeah, kind of just going around, just hanging out, really. This is just, we've got essential in this, so we might have somebody show up. What in the world is that block that is up there on the advancement? What was that? It's just oh, it's a raccoon. Yeah, so a couple goals I have for myself. I want to create kind of a village. This pack is all about farming and collecting things. I'll show you guys what I mean in a second. Sorry if that made anybody dizzy. It's hard to go up these towers without making anybody dizzy. Icy Thorns, Loyalty, Multi-Shot. None of that's really important. Something I want. I'll take the shovel. I won't take the gem because it's cracked. I'll take the flawed one though, and I'll take the gold as well. Um, one. That's the music gets me every time because sophisticated backpacks are in this, and when they are, things like to spawn with music playing. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the music to 3%. That did nothing. Yes, sophisticated backpacks is in this, so they can spawn. Oh, let's do Vine Rays also in this, so we're going to be making some coffee hole. I love Let's Do Vine Rays. It's just such a fun thing. I don't know what mod adds those to mods. I'm going to be honest. I see these in a lot of different mod packs, but I have no idea what adds. Oh, you know what? I do know what adds them. It's Structuratory. That's also is Explorify. That's what it is, not Structuratory. Two completely different. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot. I mean, I don't know how long this is going to continue to go on, but I really just want to kind of hang out, get back into the flow of YouTube. I feel like I've fallen out since the end of the Mines of Moria series. I feel like I've fallen off and have been slacking on uploading videos. What in the world? Interesting, interesting. Um, One of the major goals for this, I guess I'll go in here and show you. So we've got two plushie mods in this. We have the plushie buddies, which are not craftable. You have to trade for them from a shepherd. And then we also have the plushie mod, which are craftable. I want to collect one of every single plushie, and I am looking forward to that. As well as having a crop field for every crop. Um, let's see what else is in this. We've got other things that are collectibles. We've got obviously I want to get the armor trims as well. I want to get every single armor trim and have them on display. I have something to do that with. I want to get all of the unique like sets, like this stuff. All the yeah. Well, we've also got Samurai Dynasty. I want to have a set of each of these. Um, yeah. I'm just yeah. There's a lot I want to do with this. I don't know how much we're gonna get to before my I start something else because ADHD is a pain. But yeah, this spot right here isn't one to be really. I was about to say it would be good for a base, but thinking on it, having it be an higher elevation, I can't really do a lot with it. It'd be perfect if this section right here, like, if this stuff down. Oh, you know what? Well, I don't really want to be near the savannah. I don't. I'm not a big fan of savannah. I believe the acacia wood has its uses, but it's I'm not a big fan of acacia itself. Flawed royal gem of the family. Flawed gem of the royal family. Oh, we got some tomato seeds as well, and some potatoes. Take those. Oh, bread. Definitely need those. That. Um, Pickaxes. Breaking copper ore has a 15% chance to drop gold instead. That's not bad. I don't think this is an update with the copper stuff though. No, it is not. Unfortunate. There are other things to do in here though. Oh, you know what? We'll grab the bed. May not be hardcore, but it'd be nice to have the bed. I guess I'll go down to the bottom then. So I designed this pack to be kind of ran on a lower end computers. Um, this is actually not my first like bit to play with this pack. I've actually got a decent world going in. It's not a solo world. I play with my roommate, but she's not a big fan. She doesn't want to appear on. What is that? I want to know what kind of tree that is after we sleep. Obviously, don't want to incur the wrath of mobs. But now yeah. Is this? Is this? Oh, oh! I almost jumped, and that one would not have made that. This is some crazy generation right here. I have zero terrain generation mods, by the way. There's none in there in this. The only thing that is added, this is a very vanilla uh, pack. But as I was saying, I wanted this to be very low end computer. There's only like 60 mods, which sounds like a lot, but in reality, there are a lot of other mod packs that add a ton, like 200 plus. In fact, the other mod pack that I'm working on right now, which is a full scale RPG pack, I'm designing mobs and a story quest line to go inside of the pack right now. But that mod pack has like 300 mods in it. So look forward to that. It's gonna be really fun. Maybe I'll do like I can't stream. My Wi-Fi is still being funky, even though I'm in the middle of town. It still decided it was no longer going to work properly. You know, I wouldn't mind working in this jungle right here. Ooh, we got some rice. Take those. Um, yeah. I'm just gonna. This is gonna be a really laid back series. I'm getting into it. I was invited to be in another like a YouTube group. I don't know when that's going to be taking place though. It's going to be during doing space engineer stuff. So look forward to that as well. And you know what? How big is this? I do like the kind of bowl shape we've got here going. I don't like that it's the plains biome over here and then the sparse jungle right here. I wish it was just one. And it looks like we have a dungeon up there. You know, and a cave right here. What is this? Oh, it's Dripstone Caves. You know, you know what? I think this is where we're gonna call home. This is a decent area. It's it's not the flattest. Oh, and they got hummingbirds too. Yeah, this is where we're gonna call home. Yeah. You know what? We can have like a river running through. So the plan is just bouncing around between all the topics. I'm gonna develop a village slash hamlet style thing. I want it to be pretty. I want to fill up this entire. Um, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say the entire gorge, like the entire bowl, because if you look on the terrain map, there's a bowl shape going on right here. Oh, whoa. But I don't. I'm not gonna commit to that. But I do want to have a sizable village slash hamlet going on. Have like a farmhouse and a large. Since we're gonna have, I don't. We gotta have some reason to have the farms. But for right now, let's kind of take a look around the area. I mean, obviously, let's set our spawn real quick. There we go. Just in case I die, let's go take a quick peek at this dripstone cave over here. Holy crap. That is very deep. And I'm not 100% sure what kind of style we're going to go for the village, but I'm thinking leaning into this samurai stuff. Because if we go up this stuff, these statues would be really cool, and we've also got the stone slopes and roofs and stuff. It'd be really cool to have those as well. So I think we might lean into the samurai style of buildings. Does that? But that is not 100%. I'm not going to fully commit to that. That's just my one of the things I, excuse me, considering right now. I'm definitely going to have each of these statues though. I I love these statues. I was playing a pack by myself a while ago. It was a create pack that had the Samurai Dynasty mod in it, and that's yeah. Oh, I see some of the stuff for the mod right there. That's the Spirit Stone. Um, but yeah, got some carrots right here. We can go ahead and harvest these. I think this is right here is probably where we're gonna kind of set up our starter base. I want our. I think it'd be cool to have like a gatehouse. I think that's what we'll do. Then we'll have some sort of gatehouse right here, kind of signals the entrance to the city or hamlet or whatever. Well, we'll decide later on. We can even kind of cut back this hill right here, and this would be like a road that goes along this river. I think that's what we'll do. But for right now, um, I just need to do the starter stuff. And you know what? There would be nothing better to do the starter stuff than a time lapse. Replay mod was in this in one of the earlier versions, but then I realized I don't have no idea how to use it, so it's probably gonna stay out for a little while longer. I'll watch some tutorials on how to properly use it, but for now, you know, I'm just gonna go do the starter stuff. I'm gonna bring my bed over there, and we'll get started. All right, guys. So welcome back. So I went and did the basic Minecraft stuff. Got some stone tools and some of the iron that we looted earlier turned into an iron axe. Um, I've brought you guys back to kind of talk to you about what I'm thinking. So, as you can see, I've got some dripstone blocks from this massive. I gotta say, this thing is so deep over here. But I got some because I found this design I kind of want to use. Um, well, I say use. I want to build off of. It's a gatehouse design, and it worked perfectly for a starter house. I have to say. Um, so I went and got some supplies to kind of block it out to show you guys. So let's see. Let's go with these birch planks. I don't plan on using birch for anything else, so we'll block out how big I want this design, like the path to go underneath. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go 7. Want to be odd, so 7. Yeah, 7 will work. All right, and then we're going to use dripstone and for now, just to block this out. But dripstone is going to be our main building ingredient for the foundation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5 by 3. So nothing's going to be on this ground floor. So these are going to be some stairs going up from this direction. Because the whole point behind a gatehouse is to kind of guard whatever it is protecting. So, for example, say like there's people coming down. There's a path right here. They're coming down. They'd cross underneath here, and whoever's living in the gatehouse would kind of keep an eye on. There'd be guards stationed here and probably on the other side as well. But so this would be the path underneath that they go through. So that's why the stairs are going to be on this side. So you go up the stairs, and then there'd be there's not gonna it's gonna lead directly up into like a deck right above here, and then it's gonna lead into a house. So that's kind of what we're blocking out for now. I want this section to be slightly larger, so that's 5. Actually, let's increase this to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 looks better than 5. So we'll want to go out 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And I want to take this and I want to increase this out one more than the other side because I want this to kind of be flat so nobody could like hide behind a corner to sneak past a guard. So now we're gonna go sleep for one. Comforts is in this, but we don't have any wool right now, so I'm just gonna be using the bed. Alright, so we are going to, I think we're going to take this all the way to the wall. When I say wall, I mean the cliffside, so let's count that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so 13. Yep, it'd be 13 long. Don't really want it to be 13 long though. I want it to be an even number long. The reason I want it to be even number is because there's going to be windows up top and each one has to be 2 blocks apart from each other. It's going to be 1 block wide and then 2 blocks apart. Oh, maybe it does need to be. Let me test it. So window, 1, 2, window, 1, 2, window, 1, 2, window. Oh, so this works out perfectly fine. Now, the reason they have to be 2 blocks apart is for the window design I'm going to be using. There's going to be trapdoors sticking out, and you can't have 2 trapdoors on the same block. So, yeah, they need to be gapped. So yeah, I'm realizing we're gonna need a ton of dripstone. Let me go ahead and bring you over here and show you this mine. So when we're developing this area, I kind of want to keep in mind things that are already here. There's not much already here, but mainly this. I want to take the landscape into consideration when I'm designing the village. This is where we're going to be placing like the village's mine, like where they'd mine for resources. Farming would be their main output, but I feel like they could make a living on mining as well with this cave here. So you come through here. Obviously, this won't be permanent. This is how I'm going to get down now. But this stalactite, I think, like obviously they'd have like an elevator to go down and go up, but if the elevator broke, they'd need some way to get down. And I'm thinking this stalactite would be like some stairs with some bridges going over towards the gap opening. But I think we might, for the dripstone we need, I think we might have to just demolish like this one or this one. Well, I don't know. We're gonna have to get a lot of dripstone, is what I'm getting at. So I guess let me get down to the bottom and gather up some dripstone, and I'll bring you guys back with the time lapse building. Well, guys, welcome back. I don't think it's done by any means, but I think I have reached the point where I'm sat. Oh, I say that and then it needs some work. Like points like right here, and it's the same on the other side need work. There's a lot of stripped oak wood on these walls. Um, it's very red. Uh, the roof is a little much. But I think I'm satisfied with it. We can always tweak it later on. I mean, I plan on this being a pretty long series for now, at least. We've got our support beams going across, and I think we might hang um, stuff from there. There's a lot of different decorations that we can do in here that I'm looking forward to. We're also got a space down below that we can knock into. That's where we're going to put our storage. But one thing that I do love, and I had not realized I'd like it so much, is this texture down here. The dripstone blocks, the granite stairs, and the granite. It just blends together really well. I was debating on whether or not to put like regular vanilla bricks in there, and I think it's fine without it. Now this trumpet wood is a little red for my taste. When we get access to spruce wood, I'll probably switch out this bottom piece for spruce. Oh, it's the music again. I thought it was a jukebox. The jukebox upgrade for the backpacks. But considering this is a farming series, I figured, why not go ahead and plant our first farm. Now, this farm isn't actually going to be a farm. It's going to be a interesting. So it looks like when I cross biomes, the music starts and stops. No, never mind. I spoke too soon. That's the trumpet wood, by the way. If you don't know why there's giant orange trees, but I'm gonna flatten this out, and this is where we're gonna put our first. It's gonna be like a garden. The people that live in this guardhouse, I guess, would have like a little garden out here because I've been surviving solely off of kiwis, and while they're not the best food, they are okay. But we're going to kind of reorganize this. I'm going to go ahead and harvest these. And I think the farm we're going to be doing over here will be a tomato farm. No. Yeah, we'll have a little tomato farm right here. But in order to do that, I'm going to flatten this out. All right, guys, so welcome back. I have crafted a bucket. I've built our thing. I kind of got distracted. Actually, now I can show you guys what I was doing because this is done smelting. But I have been kind of rounding out this cliffside to not look as awful, I guess. Um, just kind of bringing it up flat. I flattened it out, and now I'm making filling in some gaps with stone, so it doesn't look like this this mountain is just going to collapse at any moment. Kind of bringing out the stone. No, that makes a whole lot of sense. But Vinery adds dirt slabs, which you can indeed waterlog, and they do turn to grass, which is fantastic, which makes hiding the water sources for what will be our tomatoes really handy. I'm gonna go over here and grab some more water because, yeah. Oh, I guess I need to eat. All right, got my water. I've been surviving solely off kiwis, and it is very annoying. I will say that much. So we go ahead, fill up our dirt slab, and then we go grab our hoe. Yep. And one thing that I had never realized until like a few months ago was that these tomatoes in Farmer's Delight can grow up on a vine if you have a rope like hanging down. That's why this is here because we're gonna have ropes hanging down above the tomatoes. Excuse me, it will increase the amount of tomatoes we can harvest from there. This is not going to be like the official tomato farm for the entire like village we're going to build, but I figured this would be like a good like you know these guys are bored. This is a small village. They don't get attacked or raided very much, so the guards that situate here kind of have their own little garden back here where they when they're not on duty they or maybe when they are duty maybe yeah, maybe they don't pay attention to the rules. But they come back here and they kind of cultivate this garden, just per se. And since we have these dirt slabs, we can kind of throw them down like that. Yeah. And we get scattered across these rose bushes. We've got the hummingbirds that fly around here. So, and then you know what? What else do we have in here? We can go to bed real quick before mobs spawn. I'm not happy with the house at all, but I am strictly on stone tools. So I want to next episode we're going to go over to that cave. Also, turns out there's an entrance to the cave area right here. It's blocked off now. No, it's not. Right up here, there's actually an entrance to the cave area. I don't know if I kept this in the time lapse or not, but yeah, pretty handy. This thing is extensive too. It's huge. But it even extends like up above the mountain as well, like over by the dungeon right here. Yeah, you can kind of see it right here. It drops down from the dungeon, and the dungeon goes straight through the cave too. It's crazy. But what else can we throw in here? You know what? Well, why don't we throw like a fruit tree? I think I've got a couple that I have kind of found. We've got orange. Oh, that's it. We've got orange or kiwis. And you know what? Since we already have kiwis planted over there, and we can kind of get or orange stuff up and running. You know what? Well, I'm gonna take this farther back. Actually, yeah, you know what? That's perfect. The rain is so loud. There we go. Yeah, that'll grow up. I mean, I'm not completely happy with the area. We'll throw some other stuff in here. We just are limited on resources. That's another reason I haven't like fully gone in and fixed this house. I should have built these walls taller, but you know what? I'm not the best at building, and I think I'm gonna build. I think I'm gonna leave it like this, and then we can see how my building style kind of evolves throughout this village. I built some birch fences because originally I was going to build the thing out of birch, that thing of birch, but I didn't have enough, and my axe broke, so I did not. I went ahead and did that. But so we're gonna throw our birch up here, and you know what? How would this look weird? Yeah, it's considering there's a whole building up above. I think it would be considered weird. You know what? We can throw some other patches of crops in our little garden area. ADHD brain, sorry guys. Um, yeah, why don't we throw a couple more crops? I'm gonna break these fences. What other crops should we plant over here? So we can't plant the rice. But we can, you know what? Why don't we do like some? We could throw some grapes. I only had one grape to start out with, by the way. I've been growing them. We can throw some grapes, maybe like along the wall here. And then these will only grow one tall, I believe. Let's go to vinery. We can try this, the grapevine stem. So we need two logs for that, which apple logs should work. And let's see here. Can I stick? Can I do this? No. Okay. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. So we will break this, I guess, and then we'll just bring these along here, kind of like they're growing grapes as well. Why not? This will also help us get a little boost when we get going into when we're actually building the specific farms for these. Oh, look, they turned to grass. That's nice. Let's see here. What else can we do? You know, we could plant a patch of like wheat, maybe some wheat seeds somehow got up against like blew up against here. They're like, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and keep the wheat? You know, we can you sell it or something. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and plant the allium. You know, plant the allium. Maybe we'll get a beehive on the orange tree. You know, never know. I think that's all. You know, we could plant these onions as well. I guess kind of the same deal. Maybe they ran out of onions and they're like, you know, we'll keep running out of onions. Let's just go ahead and plant them. I don't know, guys. I'm not the most creative when it comes to decorations, but you know, I feel like once that orange tree grows, it'll really bring it in, and we can even put like a bench down below. I think we actually have benches. I see a chair and the vinery chair. Yeah. Let's go bench. We do have benches, and you know what? We can go. Well, you know, we're probably gonna have to do a stone bench because I don't think we're gonna have pine. Or we could just do an oak bench. You know, that's not too hard. I actually have the stuff on me for that. We'll make it four, and then we'll. Yeah, the orange tree will grow. Do I have bones or something? I used all my bones, so I found some dogs. I was really excited because I had gotten the the EMF going for better dogs and better cats, which you can see in the update log, but unfortunately it was super laggy and I couldn't record and have it running at the same time, so that's unfortunate. But you know, these trees right here aren't permanent. We'll probably have like a fish house, dock area going on. I don't know. We'll plan out the entire village later on, but the next episode, 100% sure, we are going to be building up a mine here. I've kind of got an idea in mind. We'll be building up the mine next episode. But oh look, there's some lava there. But we will also be going to get some spruce wood. I want to go on a little adventure to try and find some spruce after we go mining because I definitely need to go mining. But yeah, if you guys have any recommendations on like mods or just things we can build for certain things, let me know down below. But I think that's it. I think we're gonna call it an episode here. I apologize that this house is not up to snuff, but we will be fixing it. I do like this combination, though. I know I've already said that, but I do. So if you guys have any recommendations of some blocks that could go with this oak stripped logs, I think that's the issue. It's just not. Uh, I just don't think this is. I think it's very plain. Yeah. Um, yeah, we're going to be changing out the windows for these cork windows. I know that for sure. I just didn't have the iron for it. Once we get started, we do have easy villagers in this. Let me show you. So, if you remember in the Conqueror's playthrough, we had an easy villagers iron farm. Yeah, so it's this is what's needed to craft it, and then we also need a villager. But that's not a big issue because I haven't gone to it yet, but I did find a village on the map. I found a bunch of stuff on the map. Actually, I didn't go very far. I just stayed in this forest right here. I don't know why that. Let's just shut it off. It is a note block. What the heck? Anyway, I found a couple of buildings that we're going to check out in the next episode as well. One of which is really close and is part of the Samurai Dynasty mod. I hadn't noticed it before, but it's right there. I'm really looking forward to checking that out. I won't I won't lie to you guys. I did kind of go up there. I didn't loot any of the chests, but I did go up there. I was tempted to steal the statues that are out front. But yeah, I'm gonna continue collecting these kiwis because eventually we'll use them in cooking stuff. I want to cook at least everything once. Oh, you know what? The kiwi crates might not be a bad idea. Like have them stacked up outside. No, we'll save that for the oranges and the tomatoes and stuff. Oh, look at that. We've already got our grapes harvested. I think this actually gives me more. I don't know why it's not letting me harvest some of these, but I think it's giving me more grapes. Interesting. But yeah, if you guys like this, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Um, I really am enjoying this pack. I mean, I know I'm the one that made it, but I feel like it's got a lot of we got a lot to do. I mean, I want to have each farm kind of be realistic to what they'd be in real life. But all right, I'm gonna stop rambling. If you guys like the episode, please leave a like down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.